It should be good. Okay, everyone, and welcome to a quick practice cast here I decided to do. It's going to be Flower Power PH versus Tory Black, so I'll be calling them FP versus TB, whatever, whatever. But yes, I wanted to do a few practice casts, get myself a little more into it. Of course, I'm doing casting for Crosspoint Dota, but I want to do things on the side just in case anything ever comes up and I need to cast even more. I want to be in practice in it and be able to do it whenever. I woke up today to Saturday morning, I need to be able to do it on a whim, so it's like, okay, here I go. And this is a random, about normal, like a ranked normal, maybe even sort of high ranked TMM match according to the details of it. And it was apparently a pretty decent game, so I'm gonna go check this out, give it a good watch, give it a good cast, and we got some first bans coming out, and it will be EO and Batrider, obviously really common stuff, Batrider being a very strong mid-hero, being an offlaner, and even a jungler if you play him right. Not only that, but he can jump in and pick off just about anyone. But recently we've seen him being picked less and less just because he can be stopped with a stun or a disruption, but you really have to be grouped up for that, and he's still overall hard to deal with, which is why he's still first ban material, and same thing with the Nyx. He can gank he's a good support with a good stun. EO, he can play off other players' mistakes by teleporting on them when they overextend. Lifestealer overall, good carry, probably one of the easiest carries in the game. And now time for the first few picks. Now with the new 6.78 drafting, we have two bans, and then two picks, and then back to the bans, I believe, and then back to the picks, then two more bans and two more picks. Pretty weird system if you ask me, but it'll work. And we're going to see Tory Black get the first pickup. They are on the Radiant side, and they're going to get their first two hero pickups here. What will they be? They have a lot to pick from. They have a Darkseer. They might want to pick that up, but they have a lot, like I said. They have, 100-something heroes, and they pick up the Queen of Pain first. Queen of Pain is something you see focused on, but you don't see it really first picked. So they're worried it's going to get banned out, so they pick it up right away. They probably know it's a good asset for them then. And now we'll actually see the two pickups by FP here. And they might want to take this opportunity to take some better heroes that are actually first pick material. Not to say Queen of Pain is not good enough, but she can be picked later in the pick phase and still be fine and not get banned out. She can be third or fourth pick and be completely fine. And they pick up the Magnus. And what else will they pick up? They pick up the Magnus, going to give them a lot of team fight, could give them a mid hero, and they pick up the Darkseer. The Darkseer I was talking about, and what the heck? Sorry about that, it looks like some weird box opens for some reason. Oh, it's a little video shot. Did I just change that? I had no idea that was there. Okay, no more left clicking because it makes that weird noise. And now Tory Black, picking up their next team or next set of heroes here. What will they pick up? So I'm having a bit of an issue here. Okay, I should be good now. But Queen of Pain, is there one hero? What else will they grab? Will they grab a carry here? They pick up the Weaver. Now they could try-lane a Weaver defensively, or they could put this on the offensive solo. They could do a few things with Weaver. They could put him in a try-on like I said, or not. Depends on how much they want to focus him, and they're going to go back into the bans here. Shadow Demon banned out. Of course, a really good support that they're going to be able to get their hands on if they wasn't banned out. And now more bans as well going to come out from Tory Black. And probably some supports. Again, but you never know what they might have in their mind. It's still early in the draft phase. We still have a lot of heroes to get through, so it'll be interesting to see.
5 seconds remaining.
And it will be Rubik, like I said, more supports, some good setup supports, really. Don't want them stealing spells like Queen of Pain's ulti or Weaver's Invis to get out of things. And Lone Druid also banned out. Pretty interesting. I guess they expected Weaver to be a tri-lane component. Ed Phantom Winter, another thing banned out. Trying to ban out carries they don't exactly want to deal with. Things that could go into the late game. What else are we going to see go down here as Flower Power picks up more heroes now? Going back into the exciting pick stage, 2 more for each team. What's going to go on, we'll have to see. I expect this to be some type of tri-lane. They could put the Magnus mid, Darkseer off lane, and have a tri-lane here. They don't have to do that. Of course, Darkseer works in a lot of situations. Magnus can off lane or safe lane. So they have a lot open to them still. They have a lot of flexibility with their 2 heroes picked up. And they pick up the Gyrocopter, so they might just make it a simple tri-lane. Of course, Gyrocopter can also be a solo safe lane, but at the same time, where these other two supports would go would not make much sense. Just opening up the possibilities, though. Tory Black now, they have a few pickups up to their hands. Actually, they have one, then it goes back to Radiant, or Dire, and then Radiant. Yeah, it's sort of hard to figure this out at first, but I'm getting it. And what will we see them pick up? I'm guessing this will be a support, because they really need some supports before all the good ones are banned out. You know, they use Self-Vengeful Spirit, use Double Helena. Vengeful Spirit's been picked up ever since 6.78's gotten, you know, back into the mojo, and it's really worked well. I mean, she has a good stun, her aura's good, her swap's good, sets up a lot of team fights. What will we see going on here? We won't see a Nyx or a Rubik though, or a Shadow Demon, some big support set that we won't be seeing, but they still have a lot up to grabs. Like I said, the Lina, the Vengeful Spirit, the Silencer apparently. Now Silencer is interesting, you can put him in a more of a semi-carry role, or you can just have him as a support, spamming the lane, doing that kind of stuff. If you want a Silencer, you probably want to focus on a... Well, actually, it can be either or. It depends on who the third support is in a tri-lane. It can be offensive or defensive. Silencer has a lot of harass to him. He can throw down his Curse of the Silent, and boom, you have no more mana after a few throws at it. Last word, same thing, nukes you down, and there's just nothing you can do about it. You can't get away from it. It's not something you can dodge. So it's really annoying to go against a Silencer mid, offlane, whatever it is. Or offensive tri-lane, not offlane. So let's see what else goes down. Obviously, that'll give them some good team fight setup. Hopefully save them from a few Magnus ultis, a few Darkseer walls, and Warlock. They're not afraid of the Silencer. They see the Silencer and, like, come at us, you know? They're gonna pick up the Warlock, another huge team fight ulti, and another tri-lane component, unless they want to put him mid. They could put him mid. Maybe they could do something funky. They could put, you know, Warlock mid, Magnus top lane, Darkseer in the jungle, Gyrocopter in that safe lane with the support. You know, they could do something funky, and I wouldn't mind it. But, you know, I'm really leaning more towards this Warlock being a support. We won't be seeing that Midas build up on the Warlock than the Agamemnon's Refresher. Probably a little more chill, helping out the other carries. Or Gyrocopter mainly, but maybe Magnus and Darkseer from time to time. And Night Stalker picked up. Night Stalker makes this a little more interesting. What are they going to lane this with? Now I'm leaning more towards a Weaver tri-lane with a Queen of Pain offlane, Night Stalker mid. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but that's just a vibe I get from it.
10 seconds remaining.
We will have to see, though.
5 seconds remaining.
The thing I see with, like, I don't see this being anything else. I mean, Silencer could go mid, but where would they put the Weaver with the Night Stalker? That wouldn't make any sense either. I'd really hate it if they put a Queen of Pain support, because that's not her potential being maximized. Queen of Pain offlane isn't the best, but it'll work. It'll give her some levels, and then she'll be able to do other stuff as well. They could offensive tri-lane with the Weaver. They just need a good stun support. Maybe Alina, but she's really squishy. Something like that. They need a good setup stun. They can't really have Alina. Maybe something. You never know. Maybe a lion. You don't see many lions in tri-lanes anymore, but you never know. Shadow Shaman, good setup. A lot of stun. Or not a lot of stun, but a lot of lockdown, really. But you never know. They might just put this defensive and pick up another more passive support.
Radiant team ban.
I'm pretty sure this will be a defensive tri-lane by Flower Power, though. Unless they pick up something really big here as a support, but Lion already banned out like I was talking about. But I don't see the point in it. They could have just, like, picked up a Shadow Shaman. He's just about equal.
10 seconds.
Has nuking, has stun, has lockdown.
5 seconds.
It's pushing power. Doesn't have as much nuking, though. But I mean, same thing with Lina. I mean, it's not a targeted stun, but we'll have to see. Ban 5 coming out. Final ban of the game will go to help them much.
Dire team pick.
Okay, sorry about that. I had a bit of an issue. But Bane is going to be the ban out there, and that'll work out well. Bane can stop a lot of the melee heroes, just throw down that Nightmare, and they just can't move for like a whole team fight. Not only that, but his lockdown with his ulti is really crazy. So I'm glad we aren't seeing that, because that can completely turn a team fight if you played it right. especially with Night Stalker being such a divey hero. Bane works well against a hero that might dive, because as soon as he gets in tower range, just Nightmare him, just ulti him, he's fine. And Jakiro is to pick up.
Radiant
So, you know, now it has a possibility of being an offensive trial lane, but I still don't see it happening. Jakiro's good for setup, but you have to be really good to be able to land that Ice Path. And now for the final pickup for TB, what will we see? This will be a support. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, and they're going to go crazy, but I'm pretty sure this is a support. They have a pretty wild lineup, not a very common lineup right now, but I'm excited to see if they take it.
10 seconds remaining.
And what will we see? I mean, like I said, it could just be a support. It could be about anything right now. And what will it be? They're going to use up a lot of reserve time here. Have a full minute of reserve time. Probably going to try to use up as much as possible. How will this go down? It will be Visage. Visage will be the pickup. And that's going to be a good support setup. This will be, I have to say, this has to be defensive. Because there's no stun, there's no setup for kills, and your main focus in an offensive trial is, of course, to get more kills than the defensive trial you're going against. Okay, so, if you want to know who's playing what hero, check it out here. I usually don't read it in pub-oriented games, because no disrespect to the players, but sometimes it's inappropriate, and I don't feel like saying this kind of thing, because that doesn't look good for me. But if you're curious about who is playing who, this is your chance to check it out. All these guys probably are pretty cool and want to put something inappropriate, but everything looks good. And what are we going to see? We're going to see this Queen of Pain mid. We're going to see the Night Stalker mid. Looks like Night Stalker's making his way mid. Queen of Pain's making her way to the top rune here. And then over here on the Dire side, you're going to see this defensive child. Like I said, Magnus is going to be mid of Darkseer on this off lane. So pretty obvious stuff, excuse me. Weaver, though, he's on this defensive area, and we see Silencer making his way top, which is where things get interesting. Will they have these two support? Oh, no, are they doing dual lanes? Are they doing dual lanes, or is he warding? He's warding. Okay. Usually when, at least when a lot of people, when they support with the tri lane, they just keep their ward so they can ward about, like, right here, and maybe have a lane ward to get some kills. And usually don't focus too much on laning the top as well. And it looks like you have all three of these guys coming up on here. Will an Ice Path land? We'll have to see. They're coming in here. The regen spawns up. She'll deny it, but will it be worth it? Are we going to see the Rocket Barrage? No, we did see some flame. He did not get a level 1 Ice Path, which is really interesting for a Jakiro. You rarely see a Jakiro not get a level 1 Ice Path. And also, you don't really see wards going out on both rune spots, usually, because of how hard it is to buy wards now. You only get one set at the beginning of the game, unlike the two you got before, and it looks like it will be an offensive Night Stalker. Okay, this is going to be an offensive try-on with the Night Stalker safely in Weaver. And the Queen of Pain will be here mid. A little different from what I expected. Will this work out well for them? We'll have to see. I feel like it might be more potentially good if they put the Night Stalker mid and give him ganks when he needs him at the 6 minutes. But we'll have to see if this will work out for him, you know. I could be completely wrong. Queen of Pain already really low, but of course has her salve. Be able to salve up and do that really well. And on this top lane will be probably the lane to watch. Of course, offensive tri lanes, their main goal is to make sure the carry doesn't get that much farm, and also try to get a lot of kills. Make sure their carry gets some farm and theirs doesn't. I mean, Night Stalker's fine without getting that many kills in the early game until that 6 minute rolls up. That's when you gotta be roaming around, getting the kills. But if he's already where the heroes are at, he might not have to do much roaming. And we're gonna see Darkseer over here already doing something. Looks like he's just trying to check if anyone's pulling and no one's doing the cert. Because Weaver's the only one down here. You can see him already build up a Wraithbane. It's going to be a Ring of Aquila, of course, and we're going to see anyone running into it. And these tri-lanes are sort of interesting. A Jakiro Warlock versus... Oh, and that Ice Path just barely misses between the two, but now Silencer's in a really bad spot. He's going to get nuked down really quick, and this will be his death, and Incredible Hulk gets the first blood. Gyrocopter. And that's going to be the first blood. He's going to be able to build up a fast Ring of Aquila if he wants that now. Or if he wants the quick boots, he can get them as well. Let's see what he does. He's got a pooled regen. Oh no, that's all his. And he gets the Basilius now, and he gets his boots as well. Okay, good trade between the two. And Weaver going against this guy on Darkseer. But we're going to see Magnus leading in the last hits. And that's a big deal too. I mean, Queen of Pain trying to compete with him, but not quite ahead. So far, it's all dire. Darkseer doing a good job on this bottom lane. He's going to be skipping the creeps, as most Darkseers do, with his Sage's Mask. He's going to be, of course, building that into a Soul Ring.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And he's going to get a lot of last hits here. He should at least. That's the goal. That's the plan. But Weaver denying him a bit. Not enough, though. Now this tower going to be copying a lot of damage as well. Queen of Pain should be doing okay in this lane. And we're going to see a fortified structure just for the 2 or 3 creeps. It's pretty interesting. But it looks like Magnus, Queen of Pain are racing to the rune. Who's going to get it? No blink up on the Quap? No, she has it on cooldown, level 1. That's why it's sometimes better to not go Shadow Strike and get 2 levels in blinks. You have a little bit better of a cooldown, but at the same time it doesn't seem to be worth it. She has to be careful with this courier. Magnus will not get it this time around, but the Nymph is Magnus. She should be a little more careful. And he's going to try to charge her out of the way. Blinks on cooldown for a few more seconds, but he's the one who lost the most health out of that. And if she played a little more aggressively, she could have killed the Magnus there, but decides not to. And now Weaver still farming up here on the bottom lane. One of the leading last is top 3. But the other 2 are going to be dire, which is a big issue. And of course we're going to see gold per or net worth overall. It's going to be Gyro because of his last hit on the silencer. And of course his overall last hit's 8 CS, 3 minutes in the game. It's okay. Seeing how he's going against an offensive Trilon, it's going to be a little difficult. Right now he should boost a bit in the last hits because of all these creeps here. Let's see what goes on. Yeah, he should be doing good. Unless these 2 supports are bumping into each other. But if they go on each other, Gyro might not get there in time. And it looks like it's going to be between Queen of Pain and Magnus over here. But things should be good. She doesn't have the mana for her ulti, nor does she have the levels for it just yet. So she should be good for now. We see even the Sentry over here just for D-Ward. They don't want the Radiant side. They don't want TB knowing when they're going in for an Ice Path. And of course this lane has a lot of sustainability with Warlock's heal. It's not as good as the Treant Protector heal, but it'll help keep enemies surviving, and when they want, they can make it a very offensive, aggressive heal. That works out well. Not only that, but they get the teamfight control that Treant Protector doesn't exactly provide. Nice Sucker coming in with a Quap on haste. Doesn't have ulti though. This is a big problem that I feel a lot of Quaps ignores, that she's going in and everyone's focused on the Gyrocopter, and they will be able to get her and him. And that looks like they're going to be able to do, unless Vice wants to go in and tank for whatever reason. And it looks like that's it. The Queen of Pain going in without an ulti. Is that exactly a good idea? No. Because now Magnus will be ahead of her in levels and will get his ulti ultimately before her, but for some reason he wants to go back. This is not a good idea either. He should be staying in lane so he can be a level lead in front of them. He gets a 3-man Ice Path, but Quap blinks out, and that's about all. Nice Echo tries to turn on him, and Gyrocopter is using the Rocket Barrage. Not a dead Gyro yet. Neither is a dead Jakiro. Lysozo might take a fall here. No, it looks like everything's going to be fine, but the creeps are diving in, and they'll be able to dive the tower soon if they want, but they decide to back out. I'm going to see Darkseer creep diving some more. Queen of Pain, though. I feel like that gank would have done a lot more if she had a bit more mana, and she had her ulti available. She could have nuked down 2 or 3 of them. They were all in a line, running away. Could have been 2 kills. Was only 1, and they actually almost lost 1 for it. They were good, though, so it's overall going to be... It's still going to be TB's lead? No, it's going to be FP's lead, even though... Oh, no. FP did get the first one. My bad. But FP going to hold their lead throughout the first one and such. But now she's late on her level 6. So is Magnus? No, Magnus has it. He could be a level 7 right now if he didn't go back to base. But for some reason he did. He felt like it was a good idea. Who am I to judge? You know what I'm saying? The first night now, though, will we see anything from the Night Stalker? He doesn't have a silence, so we can't stop them. But you usually don't see Night Stalkers focusing down a silence at this point in time. Magnus did get the rune, I believe. No, he's going to go get it now. It's going to be an illusion rune, not going to be that big of a deal. Still keeps skipping is the Darkseer. Doing some good farm. He's going to have 34 last hits. That's going to lead really hard. Like, nearly doubling the Weaver, who is, right now, TV's only hope. And it looks like he's just going to stick here, but... Okay, there we go. For a second, I thought she leveled another level Scream of Pain and not her ulti. I'm like, what? But now I see. And the tower falls. Darkseer not afraid to dive it. And Magnus is going to be making his way top here, making this look like it's just an illusion. I think that's what his deal is here. And it looks like it's working well. Got him fooled. Very smart play here by Nico Parks. Making his way in. Will anything go down? It looks like no. Are you going to still see this Darkseer versus Weaver? Weaver's going to run away here, but they might be able to turn him around. No, he decides not to. He doesn't want to fight. He could have there. Both of them could have gotten a kill there. Weaver decides not to man up, play it safe, back it out. Darkseer decides to go back to the base, but on the top lane here we have 4 up here, Magnus as well. RP, well, we see Night Stalker dives in and goes straight on the Dark Hunter, grabs 2 with the RP though, and Rocket Barrage is doing so much damage, charges him back, and that'll be 2 kills. Double kill for the Gyrocopter, exactly what they want. And look at the farm on Gyro now. One of the most farmed people on the map, except for that one death that set him back a bit, but he has the 2,700, not 1,000. 2,700 net worth. And of course his gold per minute is going to be 352, going over that of the Darkseer and going over that of the Magnus. But both of those people are on his team, so it's not that big of a deal. And you have all 3 of these people rushing in. Night Stalker, I don't think he should have rushed in past the Magnus. That seems like an overall bad idea. Maybe he didn't see him. Gyrocopter, another Ice Path goes off here and grabs the Night Stalker. Will he die again? I don't know. Another Rocket Barrage needs to be put off, but he's getting nuked down really fast and he will fall. But now Visage might take a turn dying too. And he will just one more right click, but the Ice Path miss. And Jakiro is going to die for this, but he's going to die for it. Here comes Magnus again, and will he get another kill? Here goes the skill round, and where's the charge? There it is. And that's going to be a good set of kills. Queen of Pain, though, can look for a kill now. She was not part of any of that. Maybe that was the issue. They needed a little more defensive. They didn't quite get it. And Gyrocopter's going to TP in here in the mid lane. I think they might know that Queen of Pain has no mana. She can, of course, battle up and she'll be fine. Mischief playing the Night Stalker. TP's into the middle lane. It's going to be still the first night, 3 minutes into it, but there's not much he can do. He's a little on level at level 4. Magnus is level 8. Gyro is level 6. He's very, very out-leveled for being an offensive tri-lane. It looks like it didn't work out well for him. Maybe they should have put that Queen of Pain in the off lane, but looks like Magnus is going to go in the Quamp, and vice versa. But nothing comes out of it. She backs up. Besides, it's not enough damage. And it might have been a good idea to reverse polarity up in just a few seconds. And Visage will farm with this top lane. When it comes to items, you're going to see just treads being built up here by the Quamp. And the Courier killed. Very dangerous to put the Courier out there. Now we know why. That DD doing some work. But it's about to run out here. But Darkseer's going to die here. Between the Weaver, the Night Stalker, and the Quamp, and everyone else is coming in. Remember that reverse polarity is up. 4 versus 3. Will it go down? Jakiro getting ready for an amazing Ice Path. Will he get it down? No. Doesn't look like he will. Magnus going to back out as well. They don't want a piece of this. They know Quap ulti's still on. But she hasn't had the mana for it all game. Will she get a rune? No, she's going to get nothing. Magnus is going to go top into that region if he notices him. Yeah, and there he goes now. Going to charge over for it. You're going to see Visage getting something up here. It's going to be a chainmail. He's going to go into the medallion, I'm pretty sure. This could be a mech, but this might be a medallion as well. Medallions are good, and they can, especially in Visage, you see it occasionally, it can lead to easier Roshans, and it also takes armor away from enemies. And, you know, that means you hit harder, and everyone hits harder. But Jakiro, on here in the bottom lane, has his urn. Weaver looking okay at 1,700 gold. He's going into the Perseverance, if you're wondering. But now he's going to be in a bit of a danger zone if he isn't careful. Darkseer going to go in here, not going to harass him up that much, but we have 4 mid. What are they planning on doing? Probably pushing this middle tower. Silencer not looking that strong, but he has something coming up on the Courier, and that will just be his boots. And we have Warlock down here in the jungle. He has his ulti, so he can turn a lot around. And this Gyro, though, looking ever so strong. He's still leading. Oh no, he's no longer leading because the Magnus took over. But in gold per minute, it is him. I'm guessing he got his Blade Dagger? No, he just got his Mounted Boots. And he actually ended up dying, my bad. Looks like I missed that one. Where did he end up dying? It does not look like I noticed. Wow, how did I mess that up? I don't know. You're going to see that medallion going up on him, like I was saying. But Gyrocopter, he's going to be building right into a BKB right away. There's not going to be an Aghanims for anyone wondering. I'm sorry. I really don't think it is. But Queen of Pain lost a lot of health there. Whoa, she has to be careful. Darkseer looking to stack Ancients. This would be good for the Gyrocopter. They can get this going now and keep their lead going before TB makes some plays and takes over. That'll be good. And what will we see? We'll just see some Hernandez coming out as the courier is trying to respawn. 30 seconds up on the courier. And you got 2 versus 1 here on the Weaver. Will they have sentries though? No, I don't think they're trying to actually kill the Weaver. I think they're just trying to scare him out of lane and get some farm, because they can't be looking to kill a Weaver without sentries and stuns and lockdown. You're going to see a mech going up on the Darkseer, so we don't have to worry about that. But Gyrocopter might be in some trouble here. Let's see, we have people coming in. And it will be all 3 of these guys. Double damage on the Silencer. Maybe they wanted to put that on the Night Stalker, but it looks like they didn't. Queen of Pain here as well. Can they search him out? And Orchid Stick going up on the Queen of Pain, of course. That's what she's building. And we're going to see the Gyrocopter still here. Night Stalker's going to start charging, and no ulti up on him. Will Queen of Pain find him, though? No, Blink not far enough. Only 2 levels in Blink. Another problem with Shadow Strike is you don't have that 3rd level in Blink, you don't have that distance, you don't have that extra range that you could have, and we're going to see some confrontation down here on the Visage as well. Looks like they just caught him out on the high ground. Probably an Ice Path landed on him? No, what did they land on this guy to kill him? I guess they just surged him up, or not surged, but vacuum. And Magnus taunts the RP, but it's not going to pull it off. But they'll be pushing this top lane here. Will middle lane be able to compete with it? RDF going back to that dangerous line. We're going to see Night Stalker ulting just to get this tower down even faster. And middle lane's not going to be able to get the job done. It's 5-7 as the score right now. And that's going to be it, though. And we're going to see Gyrocopter farming up this bottom lane with no contesting. But he's not leading the last hits by a very, very large amount, and they took that top tower pretty easy. Will they do the same for this mid tower? Darkseer diving creeps, but this might be dangerous for him. He's getting locked down by the other creeps, but RP charges in. Darkseer will fall, but so will the Visage. Maybe. He still has some health, but RP grabs 3, or no, just 2. Warlock ulti comes in 2 and stuns them all up. And now Night Stalker will take his fall as well. Just couldn't focus down anyone else after that Darkseer. And now Weaver in a bad spot, no mana. But will Queen of Pain be able to ulti? It will grab him, and that will call off the Jarek hero. And now Warlock in some trouble. Will he be able to die? The Visage creeps doing some work, doing some damage, but they will not be stunning here. And there goes Queen of Pain, getting that damage off. And now Magnus in some trouble and gets the Silencer. But now Gyrocopter, I don't know his name, is going to try to come in here. He's going to be able to pick off the Silencer, but then dies. Triple kill out for the Queen of Pain. Blink Dagger gets up on the Magnus, and this will be another Orchid Stick for the Queen of Pain. And Darkseer going to make his way top. Now has his mech up. I don't think he had that for the earlier team fight. Either that or he just forgot to pull it. Maybe it was on cooldown or something, or maybe I'm just crazy. But Queen of Pain now, with some good farm, is going to pick up an Invis rune. Doesn't have her ulti for a little bit, but might be able to bump to this Darkseer. Nah, opts out of it. Doesn't want to. And how is the Night Stalker going? Only has an urn and treads on him. Doesn't have anything else on him. Level 8, and compared to everyone else, that's pretty far behind. Everyone else seems to be about 2 or 3 levels ahead of that. At least the core heroes, and believe me, he's a core hero. And Aghanim Scepter, of course, being built up on the Warlock. Gonna be pretty slow, though. It should be, at least. He's been around a lot of kills. He's 2-1-9. But I don't think he's going to be able to build this pretty fast. And Gyrocopter got that one. Also has this Lure Death on him now. Mithril Hammer is bought up on him. And he now just needs about double what he has now. And he'll have his, not Aghanim Scepter, excuse me. He'll have his BKB. And we see Magnus farming up a lot. He has his Blink Dagger. He has his RP up in a few seconds. What will he be able to get done? Looks like Silencer's in a little bit of a dangerous spot. We're going to see his Silence, but no Curse of the Silent. Never noticed that. Maybe that's why they didn't get as many kills in the top lane as they should have. Not enough harass. But hey, on this top lane, it looks like they're willing to push in again as this tower's getting really low. Who's up here to defend it? Only Visage with his medallion. We're going to see more TPs up from the Queen of Pain now. And we have 3 down here bottom. Will they be able to take this tower? Queen of Pain is now invisible. Ulti up in a few seconds, but she gets Ice Path and Surge, even though she was invisible. Weaver comes in as well now. And we still have the Siege hitting up on this tower. They need to get rid of that before the tower falls, but it looks like that's not going to happen. And we're going to see everyone going in here. Queen of Pain is going to go on the Warlock. No ulti up on him, so he might die here. And there goes the Queen of Pain ulti. Now Darkseer going to get focused down as well, and he might die. But we're going to see Night Stalker going on the Jakiro. Will he find him? Magnus RP is up, and the tower will fall to the Siege. And now Jakiro tried to go on Other way around. Nightstalker tried to go on Jakiro, but he's gonna TP out here and it will be okay. Ooh, he'll be fine. Nightstalker used his Void, and then he saw the opportunity to TP out. There's not many stuns here on the Radiant side. Actually, there's just about no stuns here on the Radiant side. Very interesting. I'm just now noticing that. And Magnus, what's he up to? He's going to be farming up. Has that double damage rune? Has 800 got up on him? Well, he'll build it into, we'll have to see. And they take this middle tower. Not that big of a deal. It's already been low on health from one of my knowledges. Warwick has ulti here, but I don't think he wants to use it when he's on his own. That won't help him out that much. If they keep pushing in, Warlock wants to save that ulti. But if they don't, then he wants to use it as fast as possible. And who was it running over? That was his Weaver. Orchid stick up on the Queen of Pain, which is great. And now we're going to see Silencer dying. He blinked and skewered. Frozen up by Jakiro, I believe. And yeah, that just worked out well for him. And it's little pickoffs like that that might be able to keep FP in this game, but the score is tied up. Gold's still in FP's way, but experience going back to TB. You know, they could still take this game and still either people's game. But Weaver, can he out-carry a Gyrocopter? Not at the current amount of farm, 65 and 8 against a 76 and 20. Of course, got to factor in the 4 kills against the 1. And we're going to see them take this middle tower. Not much contending. Queen of Pain doesn't have her ulti up for another 30 whole seconds. But she has the Orchid stick up. But they still don't want to compete with this. And, ooh, almost grabbed by the Ice Path. But no, it's gonna whiff. And now we have some more issues. Silencer still hasn't silenced for my... Oh, no, he has. My bad. It looks like they're still here, though. They may be overstaying their welcome here, but we will have to see. Anything being bought up in this courier? Not yet. It'll probably be something. No, Gyrocopter has his BKB up, 600 gold up on him. What will he buy next? Maybe a Demon Edge? Go straight into some big damage? We'll never know until he buys it. Remember, the game's only 18 minutes in. It's felt so much longer than it has. But no, it's only 18 minutes in. And he's going to get a lot of farm here. This to be quite a few CS. And the Silencer goes out, and they're going to go on the Magnus. Looks like they don't want them to get that RP off, of course, and now they're going to keep on diving in. They should have TP'd out. They should have backed out a lot before the Gyro TP'd out. That was a bad idea. Weaver coming in, misses his bugs, and now they're going to jump around, really? No, they're not. Weaver actually pulls his time lapse before he gets in, and Queen of Pain dives. She's not afraid, but she's going to bump into a Gyro and the rest of the 3. And now a Surge comes up as well. Gyrocopter ulti is going to land on the Queen of Pain and the Queen of Pain only. And here comes this Nightstalker. Ulti kills off the Queen of Pain, and just one more right click. There it is. Darkseer wall, though, lands on everyone. Silencer will die, and now it might be Vice's just turn in a few seconds, but we'll have to see. And it looks like both of them very low. This has been a very bad engagement. Weaver also in a very bad spot. Will be able to TP out. Yes, he will. And now, these two running away, will they be found out? It looks like they won't. They'll be able to get away just barely. And he earns up, and he actually goes back to the bottom lane. So there's an engagement going wrong for them. And it looks like they're going to go and just farm up, I guess. Gyrocopter was the one who died out of that engagement, though, which is a big deal. He has a helmet, the Iron Will. Will this be? This will be his Dominator, of course. Nightstalker has his BKB being built into, but he has a while to go. And they were able to see that he's in a river. They're not going to do anything about it, though. Because a half-health Nightstalker is still quite a bit of health, especially when he's healing up fast with his Erden. And Magnus is still here, though. Will he be troubled by staying here? Queen of Pain, of course, here as well. Has her Orchid stick, and this is a problem with Magnus, is if this Orchid goes off on him, there's not much he can do to get away, except for blink, but if you just right-click him once, that blink is just not a factor anymore. Right-clicking somebody once every 3 seconds isn't that difficult. Nicely, Weaver is still trying to farm up here. Almost has his Lincoln Spear, just needs 1325. He's almost there. It looks like they're looking to push this mid tower down again. They have everyone, they have all their ults, why not? But they need these two up here in the jungle, they need to be with them. Right now is the time they need to be S5, walls up, everything is up. They have an amazing team fight set up. They Surge, they RP, they Jakiro ulti, they Gyro ulti, everyone's dead. If they can get it off in a golden fashion, they're good to go. But they have these two farming up here and they won't be looking for much. So maybe they'll just make their way bottom, push that out a bit, and then push that tier 2 bottom tower. You never know. But when we look at the graphs, it's still all Dire's game so far. And looking at the items, anything new built up? Still mechs trying to be bought up by Raze. What else are we going to see? We're going to see a headdress by Cheval, which will be a mech. Or not a mech, excuse me. I didn't want to say mech. I wanted to say a pipe, because the pipe's going to be built up to avoid some magical damage that they very much will have. And we're going to see the same thing being built up by Paolu, or the Darkseer. We're going to see everyone grouping up here on the bottom lane. And even an Orchid trying to... No, that's probably going to be a refresher. I mean, it's not something the idea I'd throw out of there and only consider it bought up by the Weaver. But this will probably be a refresher. I mean, I don't think it's all that great anymore, especially... Well, actually, I don't know. It's still a lot of lockdown. But it's a lot of money, and we won't be seeing it for a while. And Gyro through a rocket, somebody will be hitting the Visage. They're pushing this lane pretty hard. They have everyone 5 except for this Jakiro. Jakiro doesn't want to be part of the game, I guess. He wants to be the solo hero. And Silencer goes out and silences everyone. Warlock going to be hit by a Queen of Penalty. I think they actually whiffed. And she's going to die here. No, he's not going to be able to put down his ulti, but the Gyro ulti grabs 3 and pushes them off. But that dodges him from the Gyro ulti, which is not a good thing. Did not want to skewer there. Warlock's not going to be able to get his ulti off because, of course, he died. And this rocket coming in might be able to kill the Visage. Charging in here, but the Weaver kills the Magnus. And there's a double kill for them and for the Weaver. And a 3-for-2 exchange, and not good enough. Could have been better, though. They could have gotten the Warlock ulti off, not skewered. If Magnus didn't skewer, they would have hit a lot more with that ulti from Gyro, I believe. And it looks like they're going to focus on the Shakir here. Will they be able to kill him? He maybe shouldn't have tower dived. But, ooh, that's going to be his death. And now Dominated Weaver actually taking over this game right now. This is really impressive. And he has some money bugs on him, doing some good damage. And he's going to keep chasing. He wants more. Night Stalker coming back in as well. Has some pretty low health, though. Not many earned charges. And he has a Sanj, though. Darkseer taking up a lot of damage. I'm surprised he's overstaying like he is. And he's just going to keep going. And this might be another kill. Weaver. Oh, man, the jukes. They're too much. But now, the bugs. What will happen as his surge runs out? Will he be able to get away? There's another double right click is all he needs, but he's just out of range. What's going on? Is Weaver getting juked like crazy? But the double damage here on the bottom line, will this be picked up? Will it going to be picked up by the Magnus? No, Quap steals it. Now Magnus probably mad, wants that rune really bad. And he blinks out though. Oh, no Orchid, no right click coming out. That might have been a waste of a DD then. Decides to go on it a little too late. What else will we see him? Like I said, now that Weaver has a ton of gold now. It's 1,600 gold up on him. 5 kills now. It's going to outdo the score of the Gyrocopter. Just in that one team fight, he's been able to take over. A gem up on the Gyrocopter as well. He's tired of dealing with this dang Weaver, so he's going to do it once and for all. Get that gem up on there and hopefully not die. He has the Helmet of the Dominator as well. Has some lifesteal up on him. Maybe some survivability with that. And what else are we going to see? Warlock has his items up? No, he's pretty far away from it. Darkseer has the pipe though. It's going to help. Orchid Stick is, not Orchid Stick, but it's just going to be the Oblivion Staff for the Refresher. That's still all he has, and we're going to see here Veil of Discord being trying to build it up, and Darkseer in a dangerous spot again. This guy likes to be playing it dangerous, but will he be able to survive here? Pike gets pulled up for some reason, and now Night Stalker in a horrible spot against 5 people. This is all the Dire side right here, and they threw the rocket out on him, but he'll be okay. But the gem, this guy is seen. But, oh, Queen of Pain catches 3, and the pipe did not grab that. She must have known that, and Night Stalker did see that out. BKB up on the Gyrocopter, though. I don't think he whiffed any of that damage. And the Weaver's still in some trouble here, but might not die. And it looks like nobody's dying in this engagement. Here got so low, but he's going to be fine. Oh, and a Haste Rune. Who will grab this? But it looks like who's getting chased down? That will be the Silencer, but Vice is coming back over. And it's just like half engagements. Everyone's sort of willing to go, but they're not exactly going. And ooh, this is close. Will they be able to kill off the Warlock? And it looks like Gyrocopter's too focused on this Visage to actually turn around and get rid of the War or the. There he goes. And looks like Weaver will get out of here. He's still getting away though. Everyone is chasing him. The gem is up. If you didn't notice, now it's a good ulti juke. He's running away now, and he's gone. And Queen of Pain disconnects. Looks like they're going to pause here soon? No. No pauses coming out. Interesting enough. No pauses are coming out for the Queen of Pain, which is interesting enough. Will they just give it in? I mean, that was a faulty engage. I don't know. Both did get something out of it, but it's still ultimately Dire's game so far. And they're gonna take a tier 2 for this engagement.
Radiant's bottom tower.
What else is gonna go on? Magnus RP. Oh, nope. It was not done right. He hesitated a bit. It would have been it, but he canceled the animation.
Radiant's middle tower is
Okay then, what else is going on? It looks like everyone's going back up and farming up. And yeah, okay, the gem was now put on the Jakiro. Maybe that was the issue. But the Veil of Discord still being built into. It needs about 450 gold, and they're gonna go on the Roshan now. Darkseer's Iron Shot should do some good damage here, but will they be able to damage down fast enough before they catch on? There's no Radiant Wards. Looks like they're making their way over though. Medallion is up on the Visage, so he could make this faster and the smoke goes up. They know they're doing it, but they gotta get there fast. He's not at half health yet. What's gonna go on? Now looks like everyone's backing up, but everyone's going in. Jakiro stun doesn't do enough, but what's gonna happen? He gets stunned up, and BKB is able to avoid some damage here. He's gonna be able to avoid the nuke from the Silencer, which would have probably killed him. So he will be able to save his life for now, but there goes his BKB charge if they want to fight over this Roche. This Roche is pretty low, so if they do want to fight over, who's going to TP out? It's going to be Gyrocopter. They're basically giving them this Roche if they want to play on him. Where's the Magnus RP though? It is up. Night Stalker goes in, trying to focus him down, but he blinks out. And now Queen of Pain going to grab 3 with his ulti, her ulti, but Visage going to focus on some more with the pipe, avoiding a lot of damage, and it looks like everyone's going to back out here. Magnus goes back in, now he's in a bad spot. He might be silenced out here. No ulti to get him, but oh, he dies before he can RP. And now everyone else also in a bad spot. Where's the wall? Not going to go up. Gyrocopter goes, but now ulti's only going to grab Night Stalker and a Visage creep. Everyone focusing on this Warlock before he gets his ulti off as well. Second time he's been killed off before his ulti goes off. And now Weaver running around with the Demon Edge. And now they could take this Roche if they wanted to. The Medallion's up. Remember, that'll make for an easy Roche, but they're not going to. Here comes the... Oh, no, are they? Come on, they just need the Medallion pull and it's easy. Come on, Visage. Come on, Visage. Pull your Medallion button. Where's your Medallion? I think he just tried to use it. No, he didn't. There you go, bud. That'll make it an easier Roche. -3 armor up on him. And that'll be Weaver's Roshan. And they're really turning around this game now.
Dire's top tower is under
They could take this. I mean, they just need to take a few more towers, get a little bit of a lead on gold, and they should be fine. Queen of Pain in a little bit of a dangerous spot. Needs to back out here before she gets Ice Path, and she'll be fine. And are we going to see a rune spawning up? Rocket is charging in on her, but not that big of a deal. This Weaver so far now. He's going to go into an MKB. That'll be good against a Gyro. I don't think Gyro is going to build a butterfly. It doesn't look like he does. 2,300 gold up on him. He did not die in that engagement. I don't believe he did. He actually... Oh, I can't remember now. Getting it mixed up. I know he TP'd out in the beginning of it and then TP'd back in through his ulti, but I don't think it worked out for him. I think he ran away before anything got done. And I got the Roshan, of course. Visage creep here just pretty much being lured. And they're chasing it down, but I don't think it's going to be able to get anything. Tries to deny the end of his rune. Once again, nothing else happens. No bottle up on him? No, looks like he sold his bottle, obviously trying to get some room up for this refresher. But what else does he need? He just needs 1875, so about 13 or 1,500 more gold. And they're going to farm up these Ancients. Everyone's here, though, trying to get some experience. This is not stacked, though. That's the problem. I feel like they needed to be stacked. It would be nice if somebody was dedicating themselves to stacking this, but that was not the case. Demon Edge up on him as well, though. Will he go a Rapier just to save his team, or will they think they can win this with an MKB? We'll have to see. And Aghanim Scepter finally up on the Warlock. Will he finally be able to get his ulti off now? We'll have to see. And Weaver, still looking strong, building his second MKB, or Javelin. And will he get it? 4-man smoke, though. Weaver doesn't need to be a part of this. He can just farm up and then make his way over to the team. They're going to go this long way around. They're going to go like this, and they might even bump into this Darkseer. Darkseer's already backing off, though. Will they be able to see them? Ooh, here he goes, and now they're going to ulti. Where's the Night Stalker? They need that stun, but he surges away too quickly. That worked. I guess it was too late. fast reactions out from the Darkseer, but now Queen of Pain going in over here too. Silencer gets the silence off, but they're not around. Don't think it was the right timing. But now with everyone backed off, they might want to take this middle tower. Dracopter's going to throw out some stuns, some rockets, you know, and the Jakir's looking for some nuking. You can see him proccing that animation. Everyone's backing off. Looks like he's stuck it out a headdress, and now he's going to go something with the staff of order. This could be a force staff. This could be just about anything. But what else are we going to see? We're going to see an illusion room top, not that big of a deal. And it looks like they did not get anything out of that smoke engagement. A little bit of waste of time, a little bit of waste of money. Not that good of an idea. But now, what is he going? He is going, I think, a Yasha? He's going a Yasha now. He's going to go Sanjin Yasha. I thought this Sanjin was going to be a Halberd, and I didn't really mention it. But it looks like he's going Sanjin Yasha, which is really interesting. But he also has this, so he's sort of not deciding on what he wants to go. And now they're going to be pushing these tier 4s. I guess Radiant didn't do as much as I could with their lead. Weaver still has his Aegis though for another few minutes, I believe. And he gets his MKB up now. And what else are we going to see? We're going to see Weaver coming in here. Gets Ice Path though. No, he doesn't. Gasparilla gets away, but all these ultis doing so much damage. Magnus RP won't grab anyone. It won't grab anyone. Weaver running around here doing so much damage. Will he be able to kill off the Gyrocopter? No, he doesn't. He doesn't want to dive even though he has the Aegis. And he's going to run away. My bad. It looks like he's going to get his Aegis pop. And he will not do that well here. I don't think the Magnus RP grabbed anyone because everyone died that he tried to grab. And now the Aegis didn't do that well for him. It looks like he should have died a little bit earlier. Queen of Pain. Ulti did grab a few with that. But it wasn't enough damage. His pipe doing so good. But now Magnus, will he skewer in? No, he won't. But Jakir does grab him with that. Where is this? I know they have a gem, and it will be Jakir's gem. And this tower is going to go down. Will some racks do as well? No, it looks like going to back off after the tower. Queen of Pain trying to defend the lane up. And Magnus, does he have his Orchid? Or not his Orchid, excuse me. I keep on an Orchid. It's a Refresher Orb, and there it is. You'll have that double RP. Will he use it right away? It looks like he doesn't want to use it because it's just 30 seconds until the cooldown comes up. And now, it looks like, what is he building? He's building drums. This is a very, very late drums, but he decides it's going to be a good idea in May. Yeah. That was a misclick I'm seeing. As he is standing still, he looks very disappointed as he's misclicked his silence, and it's going to be 130 seconds without it. Maybe they want to get something done now. By the time they get there, it'll be done. It'll be ready to go up again, so it might not be worth it. They might run into him now. They need to be careful. Radiant Ward seeks him out. Where is that silence? There it is. They need it, though. They need a little bit more right click. One more is all they need. There it is. Queen of Pain will take the Magnus. Overstaying is welcome in the enemy jungle. Okay, and it looks like, oh man, they dive in here. Ice Path grabs one, but Weaver's going to be able to ulti up with this damage. This damage from the double ulti is going to be too much. And now it's going to be turning around here. And it looks like it will be all of Dire's kills. Magnus is killed from earlier, but that doesn't matter much. Pipe is up here too. And it looks like we have Silencer running away. No force staff, no way to get away. He's just going to have to run out. And he should be okay though. And this is just not good for the TV. This is every engagement they have, Dire's is working it out. They get the Gyrocopter off. They get the Surge from the Darkseer off. They get the Jakiro ulti burning them down as well. It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage, and that's why the Darkseer is so good in the setup. And this is why you like to pick up Darkseer, so he can get an amazing teamfight setup and get everyone at the same place at the same time. It's awesome. And Weaver not going to be able to defend against this. Not by himself. They need the Queen of Pain with her ulti up. No pipe will be... Actually, it will be up in 7 seconds. She'll be up in about 7 seconds. Poor timing, I guess. And MKB now finally up on the Jakiro. And this will be his death, actually. They focus him down enough, but now all of their health dying really quick. The Jakiro has the gem, so they're able to see the Weaver out. So a death for a death. Not that good. And now Silencer will fall as well. Queen of Pain gets a few with her ulti. Going in. Actually diving this. This might be too much damage for her. She backs out now. And now, it looks like she'll just have to back out. They're gonna take this Rex, and there's not much that can stop them. Weaver going in, but they have to remember they have a gem. This will be damage, a lot of damage going on to them if they go in. They're very divey right now. They're diving in and dying for it. And it looks like they're gonna take some Rex. Warlock ulti doing its work. And they grab another Ice Path. That's gonna be a good one. But Queen of Pain can just flank out. Warlock ultis need to focus his Rex before it doesn't fall. It looks like they want to make them do other things instead. I don't know why. But now everyone's going to TP out. But it looks like Magnus is here. Skewer misses again. And now Jakir getting focused down, but he will be able to get out, I think. Yes, he's TPing out now. Everyone TPs out. And that will be only the death of a Gyrocopter for a Rex. Or at least a melee Rex. And a lot of kills. A lot of kills. The Refresher was never used. Not even when RP was used. And the Sanchiash is now up on the Night Stalker. I still think this is weird item to get, and it looks like he's ulting for creeps, but he won't find any. They're all taken by the Magnus here, and he knows someone's in this jungle. He's gonna look for that Magnus again. Will he find him though? He's probably pretty amazing. Like, where are my creeps? And he's gonna find some here though. Oh, he decides not to. He's still looking for this Magnus, but the Magnus will be able to get away. He's TPing out. And once again, another person on FP gets away. And you're going to see this lead just going longer and longer and farther for FP. It's going to be 12,000 now. And 7,000, nearly 8,000 for the experience and such. And we're going to see Bucha travel up on the Jakiro. I guess he has enough farm to buy those. I don't know if that's a good idea, but he has them. And now he has Veil as well. And we're going to see Aghanim is trying to be built up here on the Queen of Pain. This isn't going to be a Scotty. As you can see, the Wizardry staff is there. I mean, Scotty is something that's sometimes built on Queen of Pain, depending on how farmed they are, but this is not a game for a Scotty. Ooh, and Night Stalker runs by the Jakir. Jakir in a bad spot, but there's no stun. There it is. No. Void needs to be... excuse me, Night Stalker needs to learn how to use his Void a little more so it cancels TPs, because I believe it does that, doesn't it? Yeah, mini stuns. Just making extra sure to make sure I'm not looking dumb. But he always does it and then they TP out and then they're fine. Because of their immense lack of stuns. They need that void for when they start TPing out and not as a damage output. Right, so still no items updated on him. I'm sure he'll just save for buyback at this point. And excuse me, I'm sort of yawning about that. And same thing with Gyro. He has a lot of good items. He could get more, of course. I don't think a Butterfly is a good choice for him now. But you never know what you'll see. Probably not anything like a Shadow Blade. We'll have to see what he gets. Maybe another Demon Edge item with Crystallis. And it looks like they're going Roshan again. But will Radiant catch on this time? I'm not sure.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It looks like they won't. Vice's creep going to, but it's going to be too late. It's already less than half health. And there will be no contesting this time. They're too busy defending. They know they have an open racks up. And this will be a dead Roshan. Jakiro still Ice Pathing, just trying to kill this creep off, but it does not take effect to Ice Path. And that'll be a Roshan kill for the Dio. Dragon picks it up and the Scythe of Ice for the Darkseer. And that'll be some teamfight control. If Nestoka decides to go in at all, he'll be sheeped. Same thing with Weaver. They are both pretty low range, so that'll be some danger for them. But Weaver's already up here in the top lane. He's going to build that Diffusal. Pretty late for Diffusal, 40 minutes in. Maybe too late for a liking for me, but maybe it'll help him out. You never know. That Purge does work well. Does some good damage if you do it right. And there's Robe of the Magi that will be a finished Diffusal rate. And of course the Aghanim Scepter now finished up in the Queen of Pain. That'll mean more ultis, because the cooldown is significantly lower and the damage is significantly higher. Maybe it will be able to beat the cooldown of the pipe just barely now. Might be able to get a good few ultis off without the pipe being a factor. And the pipe being pulled yet? No, it does not look like it will be. And it looks like they're just going to focus on this tower. Weaver's TP'd back now. Tower is being pushed top, but it won't be that big of a deal if they keep pushing this bottom lane. Pipe pulled now. And now what'll go on? Will they be able to push this tower down, or will they be able to defend this up? Fortify goes up now, and everyone seems to be backing out. They don't want to fight this. They're waiting for the silence to run out so that they can actually get stuff done. They have not used this Magnus double RP to their use yet. They might want to do that now because it'll just be so good for them. They need everyone to be clumped up though, like they are right now.
Dire's top tower is under
Ooh, if only they could see in the base right now if they had a good ward up. They do, but it's not. It's way over there. This Dire tower actually taking a lot of harass. But they can take this tower for it. They just need a good setup here. Magnus! They don't see him. I don't think they see him. Will they get a charge in here? There it is. Silencer might fall here, but the Force Staff out. What'll happen? And it looks like more Rocket Rush coming in. Night Stalker losing a lot of health, and so will the Jakiro. But ooh, the RP grabs too, and is going to be able to kill off the Silencer. And now, Refresher Orb will come up, no mana for it, and he'll die really quick. But Warlock ulti grabs straight, and it's going to be 3 deaths. Maybe Queen of Pain gets out, but will the Jakiro or the Vices? They look so similar, and they will both get out. But that'll be an overall team fight win. Buyback by the Magnus might not be worse, but he'll just TP up top and push that out, I'm guessing. Or no, he'll go mid. He really wants to keep pushing. They're going to push out this mid lane and take those racks as well, but this will be the bottom racks, pretty sure. Not going to being able to take over this game at all is TB. Every opportunity they get, they're just able to turn around with a Magnus ulti, with a Jakiro stun, with a Gyro ulti, with a Warlock ulti. All these setups are amazing and they're working out well, and they have tier 4s being attacked. The Rex fell by itself. And now Warlock might die, but I think he'll be okay. He has his magic stick if he wants to pull that, and of course his healing ward. And now these Rex will fall as well. We don't see a GG being called out just yet. But that'll be 2 racks down, and if they want to keep pushing, they can. They still have 3 dead for another few seconds, and there goes the GG well played, and this will be FP's game. So yeah. That'll be their game. BKB in, and it looks like he's just fooling around trying to get some kills off. This refresher was not used at all, unfortunately, though. We don't see it used up. You know, they're all going on poor old Magnus who won't have a buyback. Oh boy. But now it looks like they're focusing down these towers. The game's over, of course. FP take this one. This is a team matchmaking game, so they will get a good few points out of this, I'm guessing. But besides that, that's it. It isn't a tournament or anything. Just a game I found on the Reddit Dota 2 Cast It. Which, shout out to that. That's a really cool idea. If you don't know what the Reddit Dota 2 Cast It is, it's basically, I'll link it in the description of this YouTube video. But it's just a place where you can post your own replays and people will go and cast it for you. And that's what I did. So if you guys enjoy that kind of stuff, go and check out the Reddit. And they're actually defending here, even though they're called the GG well played. Which is interesting enough, but this game is over. Is it? I'm pretty sure it's over. Screwing around here, really. But yeah, if you skip through, it's over. The LDC, and it looks like they're pushing in now. Everyone buys up their stuff, and the game will end. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.